Hello, you're watching Daily News on Allnews Nigeria. I am Opeyemi Olubemi. Here are the headlines for today. Federal government seeks donation to conduct census. SANWO-OLU desperate for second term. OBI'S lawyer gives update on lawsuit against INEC. Welcome back. Now the news. The federal government says over 1.88 billion naira, approximately 869 billion naira, is needed to conduct the 2023 population and housing census. In April 2022, the federal government announced that it would conduct the census in April 2023 after the elections. Speaking at a high-level partner engagement in Abuja on Monday, Clement Agba, Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, said the federal government has provided 46% of the budget. Agba said there still remains an outstanding of 327.2 billion naira needed to carry out the census effectively. Agba explained that the government has not conducted a census in almost 2 decades due to the change in administration, recession, and COVID-19, among others.
By the time the outcome is published, I believe it will be greeted with wide support. I believe that it's going to be a transformational census.
He said the census will be digital, green, and transformative, adding that beyond insecurity and cultural issues, funding remains a major challenge for the exercise. He said the government needs support from the public, both in cash and kind, to, among other things, to purchase tablets for enumerators, internet and data connectivity, as well as conduct training. Recall that the last census was conducted in 2006 and the next ought to be held in 2016 as recommended by the United Nations for Decennial Census. In other news, the fear of re-election is the beginning of wisdom as Governor SANWO-OLU of Lagos State begins releasing impounded vehicles to their owners without payment or fines. The State Commissioner for Transportation, Dr. Frederick Oladeyinde, made this known in Lagos on Tuesday. He said the exercise commenced last Saturday and is still ongoing, noting that the state government made the decision as a measure to ease the cash crunch on its citizens as a result of the Central Bank of Nigeria's Naira redesign policy. The commissioner noted that vehicles that were impounded for minor traffic offenses will be released to their owners and fines waived. Recall that in September 2022, Governor SANWO-OLU auctioned about 134 forfeited and abandoned vehicles at the tax force compound in Alausa, Ikeja. An aide to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Jibril Jawat, had said that the owners of the impounded vehicles ran away and failed to turn up for court process. The exercise generated a lot of reactions, especially on social media, after videos from the venue of the auctioning showed some of the vehicle owners wailing while their vehicles were being auctioned. Yes. With many viewing the government's action as being harsh. Finally, on the news, the Independent National Electoral Commission has said that information in the bimodal voter accreditation system used for February 25 presidential poll is intact. The Electoral Commission lead counsel Tanimu Inuwa gave the assurance on Tuesday at the Court of Appeal in Abuja, while opposing an application filed by the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi on beavers deployed in the presidential poll.
The INEC intends to proceed to reconfigure the beavers machines, and what that means is that they intend to wipe out the accreditation data captured for the presidential election, and that is really huge. My experience in the Osun State election was that the upload to the back-end server, especially the one that was that was obtained earlier, did not contain all the information. Now, in order to get the real information on accredited voters, we had to go to the beavers machines themselves, and we got the order of the tribunal to enable us to do that. And once we did that, there was no overvoting at all. So in this situation, what they are actually seeking to do is to wipe out that vital physical evidence, which is the most reliable evidence of accreditation data. And if that is wiped out, then all the petitions will be in jeopardy. So it's actually a very, very important, perhaps the most important part of the election petition series in this dispensation.
Earlier, Peter Obi-led counsel Dr. Onyechi Piazzu had argued that the essence of the application was to enable the legal team to extract data embedded in the beavers, which represent the actual results from polling units. Obi's lawyers also applied to obtain the certified true copy of all the data in the beavers. And that's it on today's news. Join us tomorrow for more news updates. You can also follow us on all social media platforms displayed on the screen. I am Okpeyemi Olubemi. Do have a lovely day.